I'm Brian Anderson. At the table with Grant Hill and... Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce.
And there's always a little bit of animosity when these teams get together, but that is why it's a great rivalry.
Yeah, there's no doubt that the attention to this one's a bit elevated. It's game day, and I'm glad we're here.
Now here's ball. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, A.D. put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
And the defense will settle for AD shooting threes. Better that than him going inside.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, B.A.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Well, Brent, the Pels bowing out to the Thunder in the first round last season. Not a bad showing, though.
Yeah, no shame in that. You lose to the #1 seed in the Western Conference. They have a great collection of young players and just need to spend more time together to try to take that next step. One change could take them from a playing game to home court advantage this season.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
Pass to Ellis. It's stolen. And it's the Hornets on the break. The three, George. And the three-pointer goes.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Up top, Davis. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
George outside. Shot is up. Rebounded by Green.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Pass to Battier. Outside for Davis. Have the space there, but it's offline.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Kicks it to George. George with another miss.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And Maxey is especially dangerous in these situations. When he has room to run, good luck stopping him.
Out to the right wing. The three from Curry. Here's Rodman. Here's Drummond. Green with the defensive effort.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
I just love the ball move.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. There's a minute 54 left to play in the first. Outside Curry to halt the run. Davis with a rebound. New Orleans leading by 12. Back to Maxey. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And they're really working the paint now.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Here he goes. And Ball throws it down.
Well, you got to slow him down. If he gets ahead of speed like that and measures those steps, Lonzo's going to throw it down.
Here's Maxey. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Outside Curry. From downtown. Sinks the tray.
Curry was such a smooth three-point shot under better mechanics in the league.
And it's Green missing.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Pattier. And again, New Orleans no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Man, a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
That's a wonderful use of the pump fake. Who is it that's not going to respect Steph Curry faking you out on a shot attempt?
And so Curry nails both of them.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And it's Maxey missing. Now Ball. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. What if it goes? And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Anthony Davis making things happen for the
Pelicans. 17.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for New Orleans.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Pass to Green. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer off the mark. Hornets trail by 7. And let's talk about Draymond Green for a moment. Certainly one of the most outspoken players in the league, Brent.
Well, Draymond has never held back, whether he's talking about his opinion or the way that he sees the game, which is remarkable and a revelation to his intelligence as a defender on the floor. Draymond Green has been special on the defensive end throughout his career.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Ryan, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to Curry. And here's McBride. Shoots over Maxey. McBride can't get it to go. Left side Maxey. And the layup is good off the glass. Maxey's got 6.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's ball. It's George on the wing. Wagner in the high post. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Hornets trail by 11. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Now here's George, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game.
Set him up well, and you can trust Lonzo to sink that shot.
Checking in for New Orleans, Wendell.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second.
Taurean Prince. Jalen Green.
Ball with it. He's got 5. Here's Rodman. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. They retain possession. Pass to Wagner.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the half. New Orleans leading by 6. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Here's Green. Here's Prince. Beverly outside. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Green. Rodman with a rebound. Wagner outside. No good on the 3. Here's Carter. Pass to Beverly. Outside. Green. To the middle. Tipped. Wagner with it. Now Carter defending. Here's Bull. Finished off the break. 59 seconds left in the second period. And it's Green with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on.
And their intensity has only picked up this quarter, even while holding the lead.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to review the game plan.
Substitution for your.
Here's LeVert. 41 seconds left in the second period.
Miles McBride.
On the wing, Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, Curry just weaving his way through traffic. Still knocks it in.
Well, Steph has been in so many big moments that seeing the poise and control right there, not a surprise.
Pass to Prince. Back to Green. Beverly outside. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Beverly's got his first 3 points of the game. And so it's New Orleans closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Great team defense on Paul George. They're limiting what PG is doing out there. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Well, Brent, as you know, finding success in the NBA is largely dependent on the situation.
BA, you're hitting the nail on the head. You can't get frustrated as a player, especially a young one that comes into the league and doesn't have an opportunity right away to play. You got to work on your skills, stay confident, and at some point when you get your opportunity, whether it's the team you're with or in a trade, you're going to have a chance to show that you belong in the league.
The offensive rebound. George outside.
New Orleans foul. Shane Battier. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Rodman. Knocks down the long J. Rodman's got his second bucket on the night.
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted.
Pass to Battier. Let's go with a three. And another three for New Orleans.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Well, Brent, after ups and downs, it seemed like New Orleans is really trending in the right direction.
Now, their path has not always been easy. It's a bit indicative of the city itself. It's a resilient place with resilient people that take a lot of pride in the comeback. So this team has had personnel changes, coaching changes, injuries, but the Pelicans have certainly become a team in the past couple seasons where the future is much brighter than its past.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said, this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. D.A.?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks.
Really no spot on the floor where George can't hurt you with a versatile scorer.
Here's Maxey. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Curry, no good.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Hornets making a change here. Here's Curry. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, B.A., to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Maxey, that's good.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Outside Bull. Back to Curry. Clock at 6. Wagner up top. Puts it up. Davis with a rebound.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Green controls the rebound and the putback. And now a 9-point Pelican lead.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
Maxey on the wing. He's got 15. Inside. And that one is stopped right through.
You know, Maxey's willing to play a secondary role, but he can also take charge when needed.
Outside Curry. Fires the three. Oh, Curry showing off the range.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. For New Orleans. 1:15 left in the third quarter. Outside Carter. Beverly outside. Back to Carter. He tries for 3. Offensive board. Pass to Walker. Now here's Beverly. The 3 from Prince. And again, no good by New Orleans. That's tipped. Beverly outside. Outside Walker. From behind the arc. And out of bounds, the Hornets will take it.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Hornets trail by 8. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Ball. To the paint. Here's Drummond. The kick out. Curry. Wagner for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Wagner's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. That's to Prince. The 3 ball. Buries it from 3. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
47.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so Curry will bring it up for the Hornets. They trail by 6. New Orleans making a change here.
Personal foul. First team foul. Pelican substitution. Draymond Green. Keelan Harris.
Here's Rodman. There's Ball with a 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
From outside the arc. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry. Hornets trail by 6. And here's Ball.
New Orleans foul. Keelan Harris. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Wagner. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Ball. The 3 is up.
Nice effort from Draymond. Great position there to contest.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pelicans.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Battier fires in the triple. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
There's Ball with a 3. Drains the triple.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
And here are the Pelicans now. They've led by as many as 14. And Maxey, here we go. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant. Here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
He drops it from range.
The D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Now here's Maxey. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxey, but he has no back down in him.
And down it goes. 2 points. Now it's a 7-point New Orleans lead.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Outside Curry. Tries to keep it alive. And they'll get another chance. The shot by Drummond, no good. The Pelicans lead by 7. Left side Davis. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Pelican substitution. Number 21, Patrick Beverley.
Outside Maxey. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the final quarter. Outside, Green. To the right side. Takes a 3. Battier, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Easy money for Stephen Curry.
And I just love the calm confidence that Steph has in these kind of moments. Get the ball to him, he'll do it to you every time.
Here's Maxey. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Maxey's got 8 points in the quarter.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Rodman. Clock at 4. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. It's stolen by Green. Now Maxey. Outside Davis. Lets it go from deep. Rodman with a rebound. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
But things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Here's New Orleans now. 6-point game. And Davis gets it to go.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad. I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Here's Rodman, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And here's Green from the arc, and the rebound goes to Charlotte. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. That won't go either for Curry. On the wing, Davis. And so it's New Orleans winning.